What's good? What's good, man? Been out of action for a minute, but still doing that podcast, Real Game Talk podcast. Check us out. But yeah, man, I just wanted to just make sure I touch base. Everybody that's out there viewing, want to know what people think about that number one pick the Mavericks got. Gonna get Cooper Flag, or would you rather do something else with it? Me myself, I'd rather us keep it. You know, I ain't into college basketball like I used to be. I mean, I keep up a little bit. Of course, I know the big names and familiar with Cooper Flag's name. Not really familiar with his game like that to be like ecstatic about, you know, that. But I'm just happy we got the number one pick, you know. But I'll just say that just to say I don't know. You know, normally I would have my own pick, you know, and I would already know who I think we should pick. But I'm just leaning on the people that follow the college basketball world more than I do, like my partner Willie, and he's a Duke fan, so we'll see how they go. I had made a post on Facebook and want to know if anybody disagreed, but I was just saying that us having a number one pick has nothing to do with the Luka trade. You know, there was a lot of injuries that took place right after that, and then, you know, everything had to go perfectly right in the play-in. You know, us winning one, then losing one, then having that coin flip with Chicago. You know, so all of that had to happen. So I made a post about that, and, you know, it was just a lot of people that were for the Luka trade for whatever reason or not, that were taking it to like I can tell that when that trade transpired, they really didn't feel the way that they say they felt, how good of a trade it was, because y'all, like, when I was talking about it or just saying, you know, how I felt about it, you know, weeks afterwards, people were saying it's time to get over it. And these same people randomly bringing this up, you know, when things that I post that have nothing to do with me or my displeasure for the trade or me wanting Luka back with the Mavericks, you know. But then it started, they jump on my post just to start Luka bashing. And, you know, sometimes I got to put it in its place because they got to speak facts when you're talking to me, you know. Defenders, one of my guys like defenders, if you a superstar and you're not a defender, you get traded. Like, dang, really? So why we ain't trade Dirk? Telling me he was a defender? What Dirk was stopping, man? I'm not saying he wasn't willing and trying, you know. Steph Curry not a defender. He's not Gary Payton. Kyrie not Gary Payton. You know, he's not known as a defender. He's a superstar. I mean, there's plenty of superstars that's not known as being two-way players. So that thought really don't, you know, make sense. But, you know, they keep trying to spin it. And one of my guys was like, we gonna make it to the playoffs before Luka to the finals before Luka get back, just out of nowhere, you know. Just, I didn't ask you that, and this post has nothing to do with that. So I was just like, I hope so, because I do. Like, I was a Maverick fan before Luka, after Luka, but still don't feel like that was a good trade as far as what you getting back in return. We did get lucky because that was my biggest worry, was our future, you know. I expected us to make the playoffs this year with what we got, you know. Wouldn't say I thought we would make it to the finals, but would have been happy if we did. And then even when we didn't, you know, having that 11th pick. I've seen us have greater chances to get the number 1 pick, but the best chance at one time, and still didn't get it. So yeah, that's just what that was on that. So yeah, definitely happy we got it. Because that's my biggest worry was us having a young player to build around once these old guys are done, or if they end up getting injured, And that's the thing that we got to be concerned about moving forward is, are we going to be able to stay healthy, with our main guys, Kyrie and AD and Lively, Gafford, Najee Marshall, all them dudes, PJ and Cooper Flagg, that's who we ended up drafting. So because we don't have the same medical staff that we had before. Casey Smith, that was helping us, our guys stay healthy. We switched it up, and we had Nico ended up firing them dudes. Nico ended up firing them guys, and we'll see who gets the gig now. Hopefully it's something better. But yeah, I don't think that had nothing to do. I'm glad we got the number 1 pick, but if that Lakers pick turned into the number 1, then we can say that's totally related to the Luka trade. You know what I'm saying? And then I had somebody jump on telling me how bad Luka was, like just out of nowhere. I didn't say I wasn't praising Luka or none of that. So what's the point? If you telling me to get over it, and y'all steady bringing up your dissatisfaction with him, somewhere along the line I touched something, a nerve or feeling or something that you want to keep getting at it. You need your get back on me. But I ain't that. You can't get it if that ain't what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? As far as the conversation, I mean, you can get it if I allow you to switch it, which I allow somebody to kind of change it up, and yeah, you got it. And you had by like 2-3 different people typing for you and shit. I could tell how the conversation and the rebuttals kept being all over the place. When it ain't the same person typing, I ain't crazy, man. None of y'all couldn't fuck with me on that, so stop that. Because all we want to do is speak facts. And the fact is, happy for the Mavericks. And hopefully moving forward, everything is what it is. Cooper Flagg turned out to be what the expectations are and what his potential is. So we'll see how they go. Ready for this Cowboy season. See how we gonna look. With George Pickens in the fold now, man, that's very exciting to think about. Us having multiple weapons and then potentially having a running game, multiple weapons in the running game. When I say multiple weapons, I mean just 2 receivers. Because we had Jake Ferguson too, who I think is a weapon when he's healthy. But definitely want to, if you can get some playmakers on the outside, or another one that can allow CD to move around and play in the slot, and George Pickens can make those passes. Catch those passes in tight spaces that Dak like to throw sometime. Threading the needle. I think it should work out. Hopefully it does. And our defense, Matt Elberfeast, hopefully he getting the guys he need on defense to help this defense get to top 10, top 5, number 1 defense in the league. We'll see how all that play out. Of course, injuries always is a big factor in the NFL too, so we'll see. But excited about that. We'll see with Schottenheimer what he can do as a head coach. Like, it's a lot we're gonna see this year. I'm happy for it. See which way that turned. Man, I was watching Raising Kanan last episode, and of course it went off like it did. And I'm like, man, I know. And much as that's why I stopped watching the original Power, because I got tired of that narrative, kids killing their parents. I got my own children, and I know how TV can definitely influence stuff, so I don't want to support that. And my children, a couple of my children have children now, so I mean, I'm sure they strong enough minded not to go that route, but just didn't like that. Then you get Kanan drawn down on his mama, and they go out for the gunshot. And my thought was, didn't hear the two to the chest, one to the head, so I don't think he got her. Because if anybody he was gonna kill with their own method, it would have been her, right? Like, that's revenge. That's what you say to do it. Here you go. And I'm sure he would have stood over and talked this shit before he took her out. So I'm assuming somebody else, Lulu or somebody else, came in at that time, or security or somebody, and one shot, and we'll see who got hit or what happened, what got hit. So yeah, that's cliffhanger. Definitely got us waiting for the next one, but I ain't gonna let them fool me on that. But that's what's up, man. I just wanted to just chop it up real quick while I'm out here waiting. Got shit else to do, right? Sit out here and see what's up. Shot came on too. Waiting to see how that's gonna amp up. It was a little shaky this first episode to me. I ain't gonna lie, especially how it just came on, and like, man, I ain't discrediting nobody, but having this little old lady, anybody with a gun is deadly, right? So I'm not gonna knock that, but yeah, that ain't really. If she was younger, I definitely would be more believable. Like Rock is believable, but whatever. And I can't think of her name now. On the Shy from Thin Line, Love and Hate, Old School, Josephine Baker, yeah, Lynn Whitfield. Can't think of her name on the show though, but good shit. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just want to chop it up, man. Make sure if you see this video, man, you check us out on Real Game Talk Podcast, because we are going back into the studio. In about a week or so, we got another interview coming. And if it's anybody that you got in mind you want to see, then shit, drop it in the comment. Make sure you hit that like button for me, so I can go on and start getting that motion on YouTube. Check me out on the Instagram, DFW_news. You can use. Also, Real Game Talk Podcast is on Instagram. Check us out there. Or you can find us on Spotify, But again, we're on YouTube too. However you like to get your listen on, or where you like to get it on, you can check us out there. We're going to grow and go to other places too. So check us out. But y'all have a good one. About to get back on the road and make something happen.